TNA wrestler Joseph Park. You know him. He's a lawyer, he's an athlete. You also have his brother, Abyss. And I think this is just so interesting. How did you and your brother get started in wrestling?
Gosh, well, you know, my brother's been doing it for a long, long time, and I've been doing it just for a little short period of time. My brother, Abyss, trained in one of the best schools in the state of Ohio. Bone Crushers, National Pro Wrestling Training Center. Me, myself, I went to Ohio Valley Wrestling. I got trained by Danny Davis. You know, I've been doing this thing for a really short time, and looking back at it, my brother Abyss has been around the world and done this whole thing, and been all over the country, all over the world. You know, so what an experience, you know.
What is it like? You remember talking with him about his working in Mexico, and what was that like for him?
You know, I had a couple chances to talk to him about that. Like AAA Mexico, what a great promotion. Great people there. Dorian is just a great person. You know, Conan really seems to have that thing under control, and they do such a great job. I know my brother Abyss was really honored to be a part of the AAA roster and to be a part of what they were doing down there and what they are doing. You know, you know, I know he was amazed by the crowds there, the size of the crowds and the enthusiasm of the crowds. So, you know, it's always been such a traditional part of the world for professional wrestling. The lucha libre style, you know, is a style that was manifested and customized in Mexico. So, you know, being a part of all that, I know he was really excited about it. Heck, I want to go one day.
When Abyss was in Mexico, and you mentioned the lucha libre style, but his style was more the hardcore style. What was that like for him, having to adapt to that, or just trying to incorporate that with his hardcore style?
I'll tell you what, I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did that to his body, you know. My brother Abyss is nuts, he's crazy, he's always kind of had a screw loose, and you know, he likes the violence, and he likes the bloodshed, and he likes inflicting pain on himself and others, and that's something I'm not so much into like he is. I'm a little bit more toned down, but I really think, you know, you got to be a special kind of person to do what my brother Abyss does in hardcore wrestling. You know, it's not a matter of if you're going to get hurt, it's a matter of when. It's a very, very extreme style. It's a very intense physical style, and you know, I take my hat off to my brother Abyss. It's not an easy thing to do.